All right. Gonna be starting shortly. Okay. Done with the timer. I totally forgot to come on Zoom right here. So let me do that real quick. Yeah, I was wondering why. Let me make sure everything's all good. Solid. Before I do anything, let me themselves. No. Make sure. Share. No. Okay. Let's go ahead and get this party started.
This meeting is being recorded.
Grand Rising, everybody. It's your boy ABK. You know why I'm here. Thank you for checking out another one of my intraday/day trade analysis. I appreciate y'all for showing up. Sorry for being late. Like I said, I woke up a little late. I've been sick for the past couple of days. I still feel like crap, but that doesn't mean the grind stops. So, with that being said, let me go ahead and get this grind in, right? So, first and foremost, DXY, I wanted it, oops, I moved something. Let me first look at the daily time frame. Actually, no, I'll look at the daily time frame last once I've already done my markup. So, in Euro USD, price had ended up dropping down even lower than this. I thought it was going to stop right here and then go bullish, but then once I saw this wick, I was like, okay, maybe not. So, reason why I didn't really take any USD trades, because of this, price ended up coming down and now it's pushing up to the upside the past 3 hours. Like this bullish movement. Overall, I still want to see this sell box get hit before I still look to take price lower. So let me go ahead and move this down over here. So yeah, it's still basically the same area. Oops. Actually, I do need it there. I would honestly rather prefer it to come to the 71% rather than the 61.8, but the 71% from last time is all the way up here at the 78.6. So I'm pretty sure Peyton's gonna have his alert probably set up here rather than where I'm gonna put my alert at, but I'm setting it here. I'm looking for that sell on the Euro USD for continuation from what it did last week on Friday. So watching for that looks pretty decent to me. We're going to the 15-minute time frame real quick. I just don't really care for the way how it pushed up on the 15-minute time frame, and it's also still holding at this resistance right here. It's probably at like the 50%. I'm not gonna get into this. I'm gonna wait for price to continue going higher, get that 92.528 area, and then I'll start actively looking for sells on the dollar pairs, right? If this ends up pushing to the downside from here, it is what it is. Take that L. It happens, or not take that L because you didn't lose any money, but you didn't get into the trade. It is what it is. There's so many different opportunities in the market. So this stop loss would have to be moved over here. So it's still the same thing on DXY that I was looking at. Glad I never tried to get in the retracement up here because price would have faked me. Would have done that, not the stop hunt because this is more than a stop hunt. It would have pushed lower and then price pushed up. So I'm glad that I never tried to get into this. I did get into a GPUSD. I'll talk about GU later on. I did get into a sell, I think, that I ended up taking losses from, and it is what it is. So Euro USD, same vibes, same thing. I want price to push down, come over to like 1.1. Well, now since we had this little push to the upside first, I'd want price to I mean, I guess it hit my 71% overall. I mean, basically, because this is exactly what I want price to do. But if I can get price on the lower time frames, like let me see what's on the 5-minute time frame. Okay, perfect. If I could get like on the 5-minute time frame for the same type of setup is, you got this bullish move. Price comes in 61.8, 1.8370, or 1.8344. I'll look to get in there or something like that. You know, that's what I'm actually really going to look for. Let me change this. There we go. That's what I'm going to be looking for. My alarm is still going to be set. That's going to be where I get into this trade overall, probably. That's what it's looking like to me. Although I don't really care for the way how price pushed down, but the volume isn't that high and that crazy for me to be really worried about it. You know, I like this volume, and then price is coming back into that area. That's what I'm looking at more, rather than, oh, there's big volume and price pushed down here so fast. Price went and did a stop hunt before it pushed down, so you know, maybe price will end up continuing to fall, but I'm willing to take this risk. Let me actually put on volume profile real quick. Might get that moving on Wednesday. And you guys do want to remember. Let me actually go to the website. You guys do want to remember. I totally forgot there was ADU news yesterday, so that made me happy with GA, but I'll talk about that later. We do have PMI services, and then we also do have USD FOMC tomorrow at 1 p.m. So you want to definitely watch for that. Definitely want to watch for that tomorrow. But again, the setup that I have, if price continues going to the upside, it is what it is, because it already hit my 71% overall. So if price ends up going bullish, it's done what I wanted it to do, and I can't really be mad. But I didn't notice that it did that, and then as I zoom out, where's majority of the volume backed up at these highs? So again, if price, like, you could try to chase this if you want to. I'd rather just be patient and wait for that lower 5-minute time frame to play out for me. If it doesn't play out for me, it is what it is. But I'm not gonna like try to chase this and I mean, you could chase it and then have a lowered lot size than what you were planning on in the first place. That's cool, but like, again, I'm just really not trying to be like, oh well, because I mean, look at from where I would have got it in the trade. Price from 1.18323 if I was paying attention. 10 pips up. I mean, no, not even 10 pips. 13 pips in profit. I'm not gonna go and put myself a potential 13 pip drawdown when I could just wait for price to go back to where I wanted to. You know, that's just me. So that's why I'm saying that I'd rather wait for something like this to play out on the 5-minute. Because if this 5-minute could play out, that'd be nice. You know, I'm not seeing any price action right here that I'm really caring for, but volume wasn't really that high. So I'm just saying, like I said, I'm feeling. Let me get rid of that volume profile real quick. Don't need it right now. But yeah, price coming back to 1.18356. That's solid for me. That's where I'll be getting into my trade. And so y'all usually know how I do it. My stop loss is most likely going to be below this wick, like at 1.18033 or something like that. And let's see what it do, baby. Definitely looking at this EU this morning. AUD USD went bonkers yesterday. It looks like basically the same thing. Dang, price never ended up coming down to this fib that I wanted. It just ended up going bullish, so it is what it is. Wasn't able to catch the retracement on that one. Is what it is, like I said. I'm gonna go ahead and delete this, remove, get that out of here. So overall, still want to see the same thing happen, guys. I'm looking at 0.76900 on AUD USD, and that's where I'm looking to take price to the downside once again. Now that's probably going to most likely happen at this point when Euro USD and the DXY go to their own fib zones. Now, if that doesn't happen, I mean, AUD news, it popped up and it didn't give us that much volume. It didn't give us volume that great at all. Like, according to Payton, it didn't even change or anything like that. So I'm still bearish on AUD USD overall. Again, I want price to come to the upside then drop. Still always looking at this possibility though. Although it was from a head and shoulders kind of play, kind-of-ish, this is not a head and shoulders. I'm still watching for the possibility of price coming back up into this consolidation zone, but that's not really what I want to see. I just wanted to mention that. And I totally forgot to look at arbitrage for Euro USD. I'm so sorry. DXY is going to be the opposite of this, so just know that. 1 hour time frame. Called for that sell. Don't like the way how that looks necessarily on the 1 hour. 4 hour time frame. It did want to call for a buy, but it never did. But again, I really like that fib entry that I gave on the 5 minute more than what that 4 hour would have gave me regardless. So I like that. And so yeah, that's basically what you would really want to see on RB for Euro USD. The opposite of the DXY is that. So probably on the 4 hour wanted to call for a sell but never did. AUD USD, I mean, I've been had the same setup on here. The 4 hour played out, but I would not have gotten into that. Daily time frame. Again, I want price to come and reject off of this RSI line before a drop or something of this sort. So yeah, nothing really here for me to look at on AUD USD. Let's go on over to USD CHF. Get out of here. Okay, UCHF. So close to getting into my entry, and it's the same vibe, I think. I mean, it's the same thing as the DXY. I mean, Euro USD. Oh, price came and hit the 61%. Okay, so it wouldn't have even came to my zone regardless, I think. Let me see. Yeah, it wouldn't have even came to my zone regardless. So, I'm really not liking the price action on the 1 hour. This looks like a doji. That looks like a bullish engulfing candle to the doji. So that could be a possible evening star right there. But again, I'd rather get 0.92514, or even if price came to 0.92438, you can get in there. But I'd rather prefer 0.92514 for my entry. So gonna be setting up that limit. Gonna be looking to sell UCHF. Let me look on the 15. Yeah, if I can get price, if I start to see some rejections right here, I might have to sell it off of this. I don't like. I want that 71% more, but I feel like if I try to aim for it, I'm gonna miss it. So I'm gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it. You know, if I miss it, it is what it is. So go ahead and go on over to arbitrage. 1 hour time frame, called for a buy, and not really interested. Unless it retests and then pushes more to the upside, I'm not really going to be interested off of this. And the volume, before I continue, the volume wasn't even really there like that. Price was gaining volume as it was increasing, not even decreasing. And it's not even that great of volume, you know? So that's why I'm just like, still waiting for my play. And unfortunately, I might not get it. But let me not say that, because Euro GBP, I was thinking I wasn't going to get my buy limit entered, and it didn't. VIX, I'm just going to look at it on RB real quick on the 4 hour. Because if I look at it on the 1 hour, it's going to be all scattered. Or daily, actually. Yeah, you see, even left the gap to the upside. But anyways, I'm not even gonna really look at the VIX right now. It's not really, like, just refer to Payton's video from yesterday if you want to take a look at the VIX or what he's talking about. Daily S&P looks like it's just consolidating, and that's exactly what price is doing. Price is just consolidating at these highs. This might be, there's a big volume over here compared to the rest. Nah, never mind. It's not really that big a volume. But compared to the rest of these, big volume on this candle right here. What could potentially be going on? Price did a little stop hunt. I'm gonna do a retracement, continue to the downside. This is way too high for me to even try to sell it though. But just based off of, and the VIX left a wick. The VIX left a gap, and usually when the VIX leaves a gap, that usually means that price is going to keep pushing to the upside. And again, this is extremely bullish, so I don't even want to try to sell it. It's way too early for me to try to even sell it. You could definitely try at like 4,355 or something, but I am not here for it. And again, it's just way too bullish to say that you want to sell it. It's a no for me. Probably the 1 hour on RB might be setting up, but I just want to show. So it might be setting up for a buy right there, but if you look, for a sell, but look at sell called right here, then the price ended up pushing up higher. So no, thank you. Same thing with Dow Jones. It might be setting up for a sell. So if you're looking to sell, it might not be that. It doesn't look as bad as with as in US 30. I am so sorry. Because it basically did what I wanted it to do, right? It basically did that stop onto the upside, push down. It didn't give me that lower low, or it didn't break through this low, but it is holding at this structure, right? It is holding at this resistance or supply zone, if you will. But price did go up higher than both of these two areas. So this is something that yes, that US 30 looks better for a potential sell rather than S&P. However, if this goes bullish, this is literally the time where it looks like it could. If this goes bullish, this is literally where I would buy at. So with that being said, I'm not gonna trade this on a live account just because I'm not digging how these look, but I'm gonna trade this off of a demo. So that should let you guys know how much I'm not really feeling the US indices to try to trade them. I'm just looking at it and just testing my theory, like, or back testing my strategy. So depending, it's really bullish, and it's not really, other than price making a higher high, then making a higher low, make another higher high. That's all I really see happening right here. So, and price is like right at the 1 hour 50 EMA. I'm just saying this looks like it's gonna go bullish. I might actually take this live. Yeah, I'm gonna take it live. I'm gonna get into this NAS 100 buy, but I'm not gonna risk a lot. Probably gonna risk as least as possible. But I am definitely feeling this bullish move, even possibly higher. So let's see what happens on US 30. I know, I'm not really a fan of the sells right now until I see a really bearish impulsive move or something. I'm not in love with the sells. 1 hour RB hasn't called for a sell yet. It could be, and it's gonna be tough for me to go up against this because, again, US 30 and other US indices, they've just been so bullish. Every time this calls for a sell that I want to get into, it usually fakes me out or something like that. So that's why I'm just I see the confirmations are really setting up, but I would need, and they already retested that RSI line. So it's kind of like if it falls, then hey, it falls, right? Can't really say much about it. NASDAQ. Yeah, NASDAQ has just been off its rocker and it's been going bullish, guys. So again, that's why I'm more if there was anywhere that I'm looking to buy US 30, if there's anywhere I'm looking to buy US 30, it's here. So there you go. It looks like it's starting to play out. If I get in right here, I won't be mad because it's still at the 61.8. So let's see what happens. USD Mexican. I'm not gonna go on Nasdaq on RB because it's just bullish. I don't think there's any time frame that's bearish on it right now. USD Mexican went bullish and then dropped right back down like shortly after. Now I could say that, oh well, this might actually be a perfect setup because if you go on to the 4-hour time frame, let me get rid of this stuff right here. I think we already know what I'm looking at, so hide. There you go. I'm just gonna leave that there. So from this high to this low, price is still in this VIP zone. So we can potentially say that price is gonna go bullish. However, I am bearish on the DXY for it to like look to start to turn around. So if I'm bearish on the DXY, I'm kind of expecting USD Mexican to drop a little lower. So not really feeling USD Mexican. Again, like I said, I'm just gonna be keeping my eye on it. Not really been trying to trade it as of late. Just keeping my eye on it, really. I don't really care for how it's been. All right, gold. I have not seen gold all day. All right, so this is beautiful. I love seeing this bullish move to the upside that it's making. I do see this right here. Why is this black? I do see the zone chilling right here, this little zone. First of all, I don't need coding. Sure. So yeah, like I said, I see this zone right here that price could potentially like come and hit, do this retracement, then continue on to the sell box. That's exactly what I would prefer, to be quite honest. So let's see what gold is up to. It's doing exactly what I've mapped out. So I'm just gonna have to wait for wherever it stops, wherever gold stops. So let's say since it's been consolidating up here for the past 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. If price ends up stopping here, it comes down to 1767 or 1773, I would look to take it to the upside. But again, it's only depending on... That is loud in my ears. I hope that's not too loud for everybody. In fact, let me see. I'm sorry. But that is really loud in my ears. It could be lower. It could definitely be lower. Let me do that. I don't know why I'd be putting it on full blast. My bad, guys. I'm sorry. But anyways, as I was saying, want to see if gold stops right here, if this is where gold is gonna chill at, or if gold is gonna come up to like 822, 826 or something, then and stop right there before going down. Wherever it stops with that retracement, I'm gonna be searching for a potential buy opportunity, you know. But I'm not sure if it's gonna happen. Maybe gold is just gonna end up pushing to the sell box, and then that's why I'm gonna be looking for my overall sells. So let's see what happens on gold though. I like what it's doing though, for sure. It's pushing to the upside like I wanted it to. It's playing out over here RB wise on the daily. Yeah, let's see what it do, baby. It's coming to the mean line, so we could definitely see price stop right here and then do the retracement. So we'll see what gold ends up doing. Sorry, I keep pressing up 12. Alright, so Bitcoin. Just looking at RB, this daily over here, it's still holding. That is not making me happy that this daily is still holding. We'll still want that breakout to the upside, but I'm not a fan of that daily still being there, no cap. So yeah, price has just been consolidating on Bitcoin. There's nothing really like I mentioned, price came up and hit this 61 point. Yeah, it did. It barely came to the 61.8. Like I don't even think it actually hit. It could have. Very, very like. It looks like it barely missed. Like if you would have set a sell limit, you would not be in that trade. I promise you. So that's why I'm just like I really want price to come into the 71.8 instead, and then do a drop for a potential buy because I would love it. Again, like I said, I would like, let's say that if price ended up stopping, like coming up here and stopping, right? I would love if price came to 31,751 for me to get an opportunity to take like Bitcoin to break these highs. But again, on arbitrage, I'm really not liking that daily time frame look, and the way how price is just consolidating and like it's not the greatest look. So still gonna be like, oops. There you go. Still gonna be looking for this setup. I want price to push up to 37,778, push down, and then go up to the upside. That's what I'm really looking for on Bitcoin. So it just doesn't look that great though to me. 4-hour time frame. Price rejected off of that. I don't like how price rejected. Don't like it. And at that. Even at the fact that price ended up dropping here, like I'm saying, like at that 61.8 barely, like that's what really is like, that's what irks me. So price could definitely be like, yep, it's like I'm out of here type of stuff, you know. So 1 hour retesting this RSI line, it never called for the sell. So if price does go bullish, arbitrage users, you are more than welcome to look to buy if price holds though. 15-minute is not looking like it wants to buy. 30-minute might be retesting this RSI line for the downside push. So I'm just, like I said, I'm not really trading Bitcoin. I'm waiting for either one of those set. I'm waiting for some type of better price action for me to, or market structure that, just like market structure and price action for me to get in, like everything, you know. I'm not really trying to rush into these cryptos right now, basically. All right, so same thing with Ripple, guys. Like price came up to 73 cents. It failed to break this. It failed to break this zone that I have right here. That's what it really is, and so that's why I'm just like. Then price came, retested, and then dropped again. Again, I'm not really feeling it. I'm not really feeling how price is looking right now. It's just low bunch of consolidation, in my eyes at least. It's not really going, or choppy, if you will. Price came over here though, hit this 71%, so it could go bullish. Ripple can go bullish from here. It indeed can, but I am not. Like I said, I'm not really looking for it. So I'm gonna wait and see what the cryptos do. I'd rather get it in at, like, if I can get back in like at 59 cents or 57 cents, that'd be solid for me, you know, rather than trying to get in anywhere over here for a margin trade at least. Litecoin, same exact thing. Same exact thing on Litecoin. Oh, I forgot to do RB on Ripple. I'll go back to that right after this. Just wanted to push to the downside and then keep going to the upside. Like, I don't see anything else here, honestly. I really hate how price ended up rejecting off of these zones though. Not really happy about that, I'm not gonna lie. But we'll see what happens, you know. I'm actually gonna rewatch what Peyton said about the cryptos. I'm really gonna rewatch that just to get some clarity on my end. So, oh, hold on. Before I do that, before I go on to Ethereum, Ripple's calling for a 1 hour, but price is under the RSI line. I hate when it does that. Definitely not trying to get into that. Yeah, I don't know what to say about Ripple on RB until price does this. Until price does this breakout retest, I'm not really gonna try to trade these cryptos. Same thing with Litecoin. Until price does that breakout retest, I'm not gonna get in on RB. I'm only going to wait for the retracement that I talked about earlier, right? So same thing with Ethereum. Ethereum did end up stopping right here. It's kind of wild to me. I was stopped at this like supply zone that I had drawn up, and price is gonna end. I want to see if price ends up dropping to 1901. You know, if it comes back to 1901, I'll look to probably margin trade it. Who knows? Let's see. Depends on what the volume looks like as well. You know, so that's what I'm looking at for the cryptos. Daily time frame, same thing on Ethereum. I want that breakout retest and then possible buy. But Ethereum on the higher time frames compared to the other cryptos, it's been pretty bullish, you know. So it's not terrible. It's not terrible to still be bullish on Ethereum, but I would rather get in down here than up here if price allowed it, right? So that's for the cryptos. Going over to GBP USD. So I took this L. This is the L that I took right here. 15-minute time frame. It called for a sell. I was like, you know what? Let me see if we can get into this sell. I risked 0.5%. It was 20 pip stop loss. My stop loss got hit. I'm like, oh, it is what it is. I'll wait for a better setup. So this is probably not going to play out right here. I'm not too sure about it. So I'm going to close all that off. But overall, when it comes to I still like it actually, because it's still in this little demand zone that I have right here. And what I'm kind of still looking at for GU for it to really give me from this high to this low. Let me make sure that when I zoom in it looks good. Yes. From this high to this low, I want to possibly see 1.40152 for a potential sell again on GBPUSD. Might not get it, but I'm gonna be watching for it. You know, is all I really have for GU. I'm not gonna try to get into this unless this was a stop hunt, and if it does this type of move, I'm probably not gonna get in. So that's for GU. Let me go into RB real quick. 1 hour time frame, I would not have gone into this, and it looks like it's probably going to sell on the 1 hour. So for those who have arbitrage, I will suggest setting a sell alert for this potential sell on GBUSD. And I mean, hey, if you're looking to try to sell this, I mean, although I did this move to the upside, I would have waited for technical analysis for 1.38768. But for, I mean, arbitrage, I mean, this doesn't look terrible, you know. This is probably a decent setup for RV. A 1 to 1.5, that's not terrible. So there's that arbitrage, users. GA hit my take profit 1. I had taken 22%. I mean 33%, 30% of my profit. Sorry. Hit break even last night. Really good. This was a really successful trade. Now my stop loss has moved to break even from when I got in, like around, like I think like 1.84315 or something like that. So definitely gonna keep this so that I can put it in my notes. Nice play. This is played out nicely. And since price came back down to this equal lows, at this point, price could continue going bullish if it wants to, right? But I'm still looking for price to continue pushing to the downside. I like this bearish, big bearish candle with pretty decent volume on it. Let me see what the 1 hour looks like. Yeah, I like how price has just been like falling like this. It's been clean. So overall, you know, GA, I've been talking about it. I've been saying that yes, I am in this sell from right here. Let me see. Short position. Price moved a total of 174 pips. That's good. I risked 99 pips. Get that out of here. That's solid. That is solid. And I didn't have to do anything. My magic keys did it for me. If you know, you know. And so yeah, GA played out nicely. Could have asked for a better swing setup, honestly, for GA. GA's kind of a tricky one. Watching what this daily candle is gonna close like, because if it closes like this, then it's probably price is gonna probably end up keep going. I like yesterday's daily close. I love that, fire. That's what even made me stay in more. I'm like, yes, I'm gonna stay in, and then it ended up playing out nicely. So there is with GA. Don't have anything for RB because this is all very bearish. Let's go on over to GBP JPY. Ooh, these GBP pairs are dying. That must mean EG might be doing something good. All right, so GJ daily candle. This looks interesting to me. Very bearish looking on the daily. 4-hour time frame doesn't look that great at all. And you know, like I had mentioned, I've like about a swing around here or something a couple of weeks ago, and I overall was saying that I just want to see price drop, and we could be getting that. You know, we could definitely be getting that, but I'm not trying to trade GJ. For what I would want to see at this point, I like how price ended up doing the stop hunt, drop, retracement, continuation to the downside. That would be fire for GJ. So that's what I'll be looking for this morning. The hecky? Sorry. So I want to see this play out. 153.824. And then we'll see what it do with that. 15-minute time frame real quick. Yeah, I'm not really caring for how GJ looks overall because this is pretty risky. I'm just playing off of its most recent bearish move that I really like. But this is still overall pretty risky on GJ. The daily candle, however, looks really good. These two 4-hour candles look good. Price might not even do that retracement, to be quite honest with you. It might really just take off. Like, I like that wick to the upside. And then, like, price is just with another bearish candle. If another bearish candle prints out, that's 3 black crows. Yeah, I'm gonna be watching and seeing what GJ is doing. And let me go on over to arbitrage. Daily, 1 hour time frame calling for a sell. 4-hour time frame it called for a buy. It's going over to the lower danger zone, so I'm watching that. And daily time frame, it's been calling for a sell, and I've been talking about price coming up and then pushing to the downside. So yeah, I'm still bearish on GJ. Like, you know, I've been looking for it, and I'm glad that it's now showing better price action than like I said, once I saw this, I was like, this is a little risky for me to try to play off of. But now that I'm seeing this on that lower time frame, how it's looking, I like the potential of price to turn around. So let's see what GJ does. And Euro GBP, I am in this set buy. My buy limit activated over here at 0.8553. I am currently in drawdown, but I am not really that worried about it. You know, like I said, I wanted to see this happen from this bullish move. Price retraced. Price is even coming into my swing buy. That's why I had mentioned I got out right here at 50% or whatever. I got out of my trade from the first buy that I got in when I was like down here. When price pushed up to like over here, that's when I took my profits. I'm like, I'm just gonna wait. And you know, that's when you know when to take profits and when not to take, and when to just let it trade right. So currently in drawdown, if you were to get in right now, I would say be patient. Although yes, it is at that 78.6, you would rather want to see price action be in your favor before getting in. So if I were to try to get to another entry or something like that, I'd wait for a breakout, retest, continuation, rather than just trying to jump in right now. You can, but it's going to be more riskier than if you get this confirmation here. But overall, want to see price go bullish on EG. And with all these other G pairs starting to go bearish, I'm liking the odds of that. So let's see what happens with EG. Glad that this ended up getting in 26 pips. to get 101. It's a 1 to 3.84. So with that being said, is there any other questions? Let me see. Wow, it really did come down to the 61.8. That is tough. The past 5 minutes. That is tough. Oh. Alright, it is what it is. Anybody want me to look at anything for them? I wonder why my quality on my video on my phone is so terrible. Alright, sounds good. Awesome. Alright guys, well thank you for checking it out. I appreciate it. And you know, let's see what these markups are gonna do. So take it easy, and I'll